Here's a quick reminder of how to know when you're dealing with a mature and stable person. How do they communicate with you? Are they invalidating you and your feelings, your emotions, your experiences? Or are they facing you with natural respect and validation? For example, if you're opening up to them about something that is very important to you, that you've been very vulnerable and emotional about, how are they reacting to that? So you can tell so much by, from a person's behavior. Are they being narcissistic, or are they being a healthy, mature, stable person who can actually communicate? Because again, narcissistic people need to be in control of the narrative, and they do not have any empathy or compassion or any of that natural respect towards you, especially when you are a sensitive empath, highly sensitive person. All they see is an object to use and abuse and have control and power over. And this is a sad truth. This is the reality of the situation. This is how they think. That is their energy, their low vibrational negative energy and thinking, how they operate, how they function. And it is not anything that is your doing. Whether it is your own mother, you did not cause that. It's not your fault when they get triggered. And again, if a person cannot communicate with you in a stable, trustworthy, calm, respectful manner, like a mature adult does, if a person cannot communicate with you in that way, it doesn't mean that they are narcissistic. But again, a narcissist is always very immature, and you're not dealing with a grown person. You're dealing with a little child in a grown person's body. So you have to remind yourself that you deserve your peace and your dignity and your self-respect, your self-love, your self-care. You need to take care of your nervous system and your peace, because, they are connected together. Your nervous system needs peace, especially after narcissistic abuse experiences. Because again, of course, mostly I'm talking to all of you sensitive, highly sensitive empaths, Earth Angel, Starseeds, Chosen Ones who have been severely bullied and abused, because I have gone through that path ever since I have been a small little girl. So of course, I'm always talking to you, and I'm here to help and encourage you, and, telling you what's my intuition is bringing me, these, thoughts, of course, from my own personal experiences, as well, what I've learned throughout the years and all of that. And this was just coming to me that maybe you need this reminder. I manifest that this video will reach the right people. So, so that you can protect your peace and move forward. And of course, the fact that a narcissist will be very quick to judge and define you before they even know anything about you. So either they are grooming you, they are being the most charming being as they can be towards you. This can be the case if they are wanting to lure you into their life. So that means that they are wearing the fake mask and they are putting on their best self, but they are still studying you, they are observing you and your manners, your interests. They can be asking a lot of questions about you, because they will be using this against you. But anyway, you get my point. So if you are dealing with somebody immature, they cannot be respectfully in a calm, normal manner in a respectful sense, they cannot be communicating with you. And a narcissistic person is one of those people. They cannot communicate with you in that calm manner. So there's always going to be some sorts of signs that they are a narcissist. There's always something, if you just pay attention to those. And you're not too trusting, you're not too open. Because again, there is no point in opening up to such person, to such people, to a such person, because, like I said, they will be using everything against you. Of course, it's not always easy, especially if you're dealing with a covert narcissist who can seem so kind and empathetic, apparently, at first, especially if you need their help, that you're in this position that you really need their help. And they're basically the last person who you are asking. So, who you are asking from. So, you are in that difficult position that basically you feel that you have no choice but to ask them, but to communicate with them. And also, this can be the situation that you just want to be kind because you are a kind person. You are a respectful person. You communicate normally. So this can also be the case that you just want to communicate in a normal manner. But listen to your intuition and pray. I do recommend, because we're chosen ones, we need to stay in contact with God, Jesus Christ, Holy Spirit, our angels, our spiritual support team every single day, because we're not alone and we're not supposed to be by ourselves. We cannot be taking care of everything by ourselves. These things are so heavy, and especially when we're trauma victims, trauma survivors, we're sensitive, intuitive beings. We have deep emotional worlds within us, and if we are attacked very often, this creates such a pressure and a baggage to get through that, yes, of course, we need survival tools to be able to handle everything. But yes, so do pray. So let God and the universe, let your angels, let your intuition show you and tell you about the signs. Are you dealing with a narcissist or not? But if they are showing you any sorts of manipulative signs, you're feeling the energy is off, you're feeling the low vibrational negative energy, they can be judging you, they want to define you. These are big red flags that you're dealing with a narcissistic person. They are saying negative things about you, and deep down, you realize that, they do not even know you. Even if they have been in your life 20 years ago, it doesn't mean that they know you. And especially when you've been doing so much healing work and moving forward with your life, you're not that same person anymore. Because again, if you're dealing with a normal, respectful, stable, healthy person who is healthy to communicate with, a healthy person to be around, a trustworthy person who actually can earn your trust, because your trust should be earned. You do not need to be a people pleaser. So set those healthy boundaries and pay attention to how this person is treating you. So are they a healthy, stable person to be around? For example, if they are saying negative things about you, it is a big red flag. It is a huge neon sign that you don't want to be dealing with a person like that. You do not need to be dealing with a person like that. So again, in order to create space and call in better things and healthier people into your life, respectful people into your life, it means that you need to be cutting off those who are being negative and toxic, who are destroying you. Why would you keep people in your life? Why would you be in contact with people who are hurting you? So it is self-protection. you're protecting your dignity, your mental, physical health, your home, your life, the more you are setting those healthy, straightforward, direct boundaries. No is a complete sentence, as they say. And you don't need to be explaining why you're saying no. This has to be your new normal. Only authentic, genuine, respectful, balanced, peaceful, stable, healthy, trustworthy people who reciprocate what you give and do for them. Because you so easily give out kindness and respect and attention and normal, healthy communication because you can, because you have those skills within you. Like I was saying yesterday in my video, you have unconditional love within you. And likely you have been giving all of those things to the wrong people, to those who are only hurting you. So you need to be creating those changes in your life and realizing and understanding what your normal has to be. So again, if there's any sorts of negative red flags when you're communicating with a person, they are invalidating you, they're trying to control and manipulate you, they're making you feel uncomfortable, uneasy, they're making you feel like you cannot be yourself, you cannot trust them, like you should be pleasing them, it's all about their way, because with narcissists, with these immature people, it's all about them, it's all about their needs. It's never about you. They cannot respect you. They cannot give you authentic love and genuine respect because they're not genuine people. They're not authentic people. So do pay attention to this pattern, and don't be afraid to block them off. Don't be afraid to cut them off of your life. And of course, as a kind reminder, because I know that this journey, this path is not easy, the spiritual awakening path, the path of an earth angel, the life of an earth angel, Starseed, Chosen One, sensitive empath, highly sensitive person, when you are a sensitive trauma survivor, trauma victim, you have been bullied and abused all your life. These things are not easy to deal with. So I'm here to help, so don't hesitate to reach out. You can DM me on Instagram if you have questions about working with me. Feel free to come follow me on Instagram, like my posts, give me a kind comment. I would appreciate that. Also, of course, on Threads app, the same thing. On YouTube, thank you for subscribing and liking and sharing to fellow people. And yes, do check out my self-help book, and just remember that you're not alone with these issues and I can help. Also, one quick reminder that in case you need to hear this, if you're at all blaming yourself, if you're feeling naive or foolish, thinking what I could have done better, why was I so stupid that I reached out to this person, I tried to communicate with them. Well, of course you do. That is who you are. It says about you. It doesn't say about them. If they were mean to you, if they attacked you, for example, they have been calling you names or saying some other negative things about you, like, narcissistic people usually do, because they tell on themselves. That is what it is. They tell on themselves. They try to make the victim think that the victim is the villain, the bad guy, the one to blame, the one who has those issues. But no, the truth is that they tell on themselves.